Mr. Whatever your name is. Well, that's Quiet Roots, sir.
Alright, welcome everybody back to the game. Sorry about that, everybody. I guess we just had some technical difficulties. That's strange. Well, anyways. Well, my plan is to play some Blue Archive, and then I'll segue into playing some Helldivers, so... Sorry, that's my background. Yeah. So, my plan is to play a little of the new event that just dropped yesterday. I'm pretty excited about it. I've been a huge Blue Archive fan for, gosh, probably 3 years now. And honestly, it's... wrong one. Honestly, it's really the only gacha game I personally have ever gotten into. I did play a little of Wuthering Waves and Genshin Impact, but Genshin Impact is absolutely atrocious, and I would argue that, I don't know, Wuthering Waves is definitely better, but me personally, I really couldn't get into it, so that's my stance on that. Other ones like Girls Frontline 2 or Azure Lane. As much as I love guns, I love history. I don't know, those two just... they never really stood out to me, to be honest. And then the horse one, Pretty Girls Derby, I refuse to hop on that bandwagon. I know it's probably gonna get me a little bit of hate, but whatever. I personally just didn't want to play it. But as I said, my plan is to play some Blue Archive and and hopefully just, yeah, segue into some Helldivers. It's been quite a while since I played that one. Really can't wait to hop into that because I know Helldivers has been, it's been pretty nuts lately. I know the, geez, I think the big update, forget the hell it's called, just dropped it recently. Unless I'm wrong. Not too sure. But either way, we'll be taking a look, playing some Helldivers, and actually get to some blood and gore and action that everybody absolutely loves. So, can't wait to do that. I know say it's cheeky, but wow. Damn. Yeah, she doesn't really look that strong. Hand-to-hand combat, you say? That's actually true. At least two in the same club. Wow, this is escalating crazily. Kind of surprised. Man, if only this was animated, huh? Wow, that was... Huh. Man, if only that was animated. Gehenna students are known for their intellectual prowess. Prowess. Yep. When the fuck do we get Swimsuit Mika? Like, this is clearly a character, but I don't... Damn! What's up with this? Dude! The thickness is criminal. What the fuck? Okay. Draws X immediately and switches to rapid fire stance. Upon rapid fire stance, card is moved to the back of the deck. Okay. Oh, shit! Okay. Nice one tap. Remember, this is a swimsuit event. Swimsuit event. For Korea, it's summer, so yep. I mean, I was very excited for this event, and obviously there are a few reasons why, but it's also because these events are always really good. It's always a great way to earn stuff. And they always have some amazing stories to them. I think every event truly is a pretty good one. I'd say the earlier ones weren't nearly as good, but the newer ones that they keep pumping out every so often are great. Well, that's kind. It's too bad Kasumi and Megu aren't going to be swimsuit characters, because, wow, they're pretty good. I could only imagine how good they'd actually be. I don't even have Kasumi yet, and really want her, because I think she's hilarious, and the fact that they fucking blow everything up just to make hot springs. Sorry about that. Man, that's a long fucking that was a really long fucking chapter. Wow. It figures not Nagisa would be reading a book on the beach. I know people do that, but it's just it's not why I would ever go to the beach. How if she was driving slow? That makes no sense. Hey, Cap. Welcome to the stream. Where's the drops, though? What do you mean? I pulled Hasumi. That's all I've gotten thus far. Followed the laws that made sense. Yes. Yes, because that makes total sense. Grunk will stand with the traffic laws, prepared to be ignored. No problem, pal. Welcome to the stream. That's probably for the best. Necessary. Okay. Damn. What a little traitor. Damn. What? Cinderella's mice? I don't even remember where they came from. They turned into horses. Such a cheeky little character. This is clearly a little like Daydream, but what the hell? Didn't want trouble. They're the ones who caused it. For the record, she once betrayed her own school and almost caused its own downfall, but bad guys turn good, so it's okay. I mean, how can you say no to that, Face? I mean, come on. Come on. For the record, I mean Mika. Ham. Just straight spit and poison at this point. There is always a general rule when it comes to planning vacations. And rule one of planning vacations is no vacation is ever going to go 100% how you plan it. There's always going to be something that throws the entire plan off. It's inevitable. Nothing goes exactly as you want it to. That being said, this should be interesting. Hmm. Of truck carrying really good high quality food is hijacked. There's only one group in this entire game that would ever do something like that, and I am already positive I know exactly who it is. Hmm. Yep. Although I gotta be honest, I thought these guys were the bandits, but I guess I am wrong. I suppose I can accept that L. Oh, there's only 9 scenes? That's okay. Interesting. Well, I thought it'd be longer. I didn't even bother to look. Oh. Yeah, what the hell did I do? That doesn't sound like a decocking. That sounds like a cocking of a gun. Come on. Another bad ending. Wait a second. Where would they have gotten such high value barbecue? I I bet it is. I bet they're the ones who stole it. I would be surprised if they're not. At this point, they have to have been the ones who stole it. Wow, Izumi with the kindness for the win? That's surprising. That's ironic coming from her. Let the meat meet. Wow. Ow. Okay. I mean, I guess that's a fair trade. Oh, that's so weird! I fucking called that! I fucking called that. I knew it! Huh? Yeah, that's true. I fucking knew it! I absolutely 100% knew it. Wow. Huh. Uh. Well, 1 second. I'm just trying to look at my audio properties because I noticed it's picking up so much. I'm confused. That's why. Okay, got that figured out. Alrighty. Sorry about that, everybody. There we go. Got that muted. Okay. Just gonna pull up caster. Yep. Alright, back to it. What? All I can say is the devs definitely did this one on purpose. I'm not saying anything more. I can't tell if that was a sigh of relief or a realization like, oh shit, we forgot the teapot, even though we're the tea party. Never carpe diem. What? I thought it was green tea that helps you digest. Gee, I wonder what that could mean. Oh. Okay, well, I was way off. Oh dear. It's amazing to think that some people actually get this upset about tea in the real world, but it definitely does happen. And don't get me wrong, I love tea. Tea is delicious, but when it comes to all these little details about what makes tea tea, what makes milk tea tea, what, boba tea, that kind of thing, who the hell cares? Get flaked on. I actually do have a pair of rose gold shades, kind of like Say's. Mine are definitely darker. And they also have and they also have rose gold rim. But I can't fucking find them. which is actually quite annoying. They're kind of expensive. They're like 26 bucks. What? Why would Seiya have her own personal yacht? Dude, what the fuck? Apparently Seiya's absolutely loaded with money. What? I'm so confused. Why does a teenage girl need her own yacht, man? What the fuck? Actually, then again, I forget what world we live in real life, so yeah. But she hasn't really done anything. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm doing fine. How are you? Cozy Lana too. Yes, how are you? That's wonderful. Well, welcome to the stream. Just playing some Blue Archive. Definitely plan to play some Helldivers 2 in a bit, but Midnight After Tales, Micah. I like the name. That's funny. Uh, this is Blue Archive. This is the one gotcha game I play. Uh, I've been playing it for a little over 3 years. And Lana, this game is actually on PC. It's also on mobile. Blue Archive started as mobile. It actually got added to Steam. I want to say 3-ish months ago. I think. Several fiascos later. It is an awesome game. I would jump in ASAP because this new event just drops some really powerful and, quite frankly, beautiful characters. I love this game because it's anime girls with guns. They're all angels of different races, and they're angel girls with guns. I mean, come on, what's not to love there? I will say the game has an amazing storyline. It's mostly a visual novel that I would say is kind of comparable to Doki Doki Literature Club in that the game progresses more um, like a graphic novel. However, it's obviously a little more interactive, and there's combat to it. And yes, I do. I play a lot of games. I wanted to play this one, do a little bit of that, and then my plan was to jump into Helldivers too, because that's where I assume most people are actually going to enjoy watching some gameplay. Simulator Nora games noted. AD Infinitum was a game that I waited probably like 7 years for, and then when it came out, I played it a little bit, and then I just dropped it. I have not touched it since, and I don't know why. I really should play that more, because it's supposed to be a game about a veteran who came back home and reliving the horrors of World War One and being a history guy. It's something I've been waiting for a long time. But the thing about it is, as the game progressed in its development, the original group basically gave up. Someone else picked up the torch. So the game did get a huge makeover. Um, with little of the game I played thus far, it was pretty cool. It definitely has creepiness to it. I really should get back into that. I'd probably do a full restart just because, but and yes, I am streaming on Twitch as well. So I'm currently streaming on YouTube and Twitch. I've set up multi-stream because just starting out, I figured try to do my best to reach as many platforms and as many potential followers as possible. So here's hoping that really takes off. But what little I can get, it's very much appreciated. I'm just happy someone tunes in. Because genuinely, I love when people watch me play games. I love interacting with people when I play games. It's something I've grown up doing with all my closest buddies, like Midnight After Tales. I've spent at least half of my life playing with him at his house, just playing games together and chatting along, laughing along. I miss it a lot, I really do. But being adults, different lives, what can you do? I already have a plan to play with him once to start getting a decent following of people. I plan to like go through the entire of COD campaign, the older COD campaigns. I want to say. I mean, yeah, you can as long as it's appropriate. Obviously, please don't get me banned. I just started. This is literally day 2 of my stream. Oh, you're kidding. See, the thing with VTubing is, I know VTubing would be a really good way to become more famous, become more loved, but I gotta be honest, VTubing is not something I think I would enjoy doing. I don't watch VTubers. I really don't. Oh yeah, for sure. I can give you my Discord. I'll type it in the chat there. But art proposal, I appreciate that a lot. I would absolutely be all on top of that. Tales After Midnight. Yeah, I like the game. I like the name Tales After Midnight, Mike. I think that one's honestly better. It kind of grips you a little more. Oh, I shared mine. That's my Discord if you want to give me a... Yeah, I will certainly give you an ad. I'll add right now. I will say no on the VTubing thing just because I'm not a VTuber. VTubing has never been something I've been into. I mean, there are a couple clips every now and again that I'll watch, and I think they're funny, but I have never really tuned into a VTuber stream in my life. I don't like VTubers that much. When it comes to streaming, if I want to have a camera and have people see me play games, that's my plan. I plan to show my real face. I know it's nothing special by any means, but I'm just not into the VTuber things. I do highly appreciate that, though. I 100% cannot thank you enough for such a kind gesture, and I really hope that going forward, be able to do something together, offering to draw art for me. That would be so awesome. I very much appreciate that. And we can definitely discuss details about it at another time, but thank you so much, Lana. I really appreciate that gesture. Ow. Hot Springs Department. Again. Yeah, for sure. So, when it comes to this gacha game, how this works is that all the characters are divided into schools, and then all these different schools have their own groups and clubs that each girl is a part of. So it's usually a group, and I think the smallest one in this game is like two thus far. But this game has well over 200 different characters. I guess the proper way to say is definitely has well over 150 characters, and then a lot of them have character alts with different outfits. They do different skills, but I will say the biggest draw of this, and pretty much any gacha game, I will be honest, despite my general dislike of gacha games, I will say that the Koreans really know how to make good games. Their storylines are always really good. The artwork is always really good. The characters always have their own uniqueness to them. They all have amazing design work. There is always so much love that goes into gacha games that it's no surprise that millions of people all over the world play them so often. And it's really ironic because only in the last couple of years did gacha games really start gripping the US. So, yeah, everyone's been jumping on board gacha games, and they just keep growing more and more in hype over the years. And it's not just because the characters are all stupidly attractive. I mean, trust me, that's a big part of it. The Korean game devs definitely know what they're doing when it comes to creating games. So, yeah, it's no surprise there. but their storylines, every gacha game is different in its own way. It always has its own unique way of playstyle and combat that's pretty good. Some are a little repetitive, like Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves. When it comes to melee combat, it can be a little. To me, it gets a little repetitive pretty easy. Zenless Zone Zero is another big one. Obviously, that game has just exploded in the last year or so. And yeah, the characters are definitely a huge part of it. But to me, I think it's mainly because every character is so unique. They do a really good job. All of these gacha games just know how to make good, unique characters. So when it comes to playing a gacha game, there is always going to be at least one character that you are going to like while playing the game. That's a given. Blue Archive, when it comes to this game, I like just about every character in this game. There's only maybe a couple that I genuinely just do not like. That being said, this game has so much lore to it, as all gacha games do. But what's interesting about this one in particular is if you start playing this game, it just kind of throws you right into the middle of it. The whole thing is you're a human, you're a teacher, and you're thrown into this, we'll say, world. I'm not really sure if it's like an isekai kind of world. That part I've never truly grasped. But the president of this organization that is called Shale, which is basically the overseer of all these different schools and their ongoings, and basically keeping the general order of this giant, we'll say, mega city, Kivados. So their president disappears, so that's where you come in. So the whole game is you basically meet all these students, you help different schools diplomatically and help them solve their problems, but it's also you get to know the students, you get to help them grow, and you get to level them up, you get to use them in combat, and you get to know them all personally. So, yeah, there's always a different storyline. The devs are always, always, always updating this game. They're always adding in events. Every 6 months, there is a new event coming out. It's awesome. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Oh, your work is absolutely amazing. I love the different do so many different things. That is absolutely beautiful. I wish you a pleasant evening. I think your work is awesome. I cannot wait to work with you in the future. Thank you for so much for tuning in. But yes, thank you so much once again. Yeah, I can't believe that. That is so nice. I genuinely cannot wait. I'll have to ask her if I could forward some of this to you. She even has like dream stuff, which is awesome. Like a whole Galaxy one, Sakura, Kirby. Wow, these are amazing. It's too bad she left. Oh, I knew. I knew it was you. Don't worry. You're my best friend, man. I'm not gonna ever forget that. Forget you. If I ever got Alzheimer's, I'd fucking fight my Alzheimer's just to make sure I wouldn't forget you guys. But yeah, Oh yeah, I made sure. Don't worry, man. Yeah, this work is absolutely amazing. I cannot wait. I can't wait to work with this person going in the future. I would agree. I think it's a better fit. Do one more, probably do some quests on this, and then I will switch over to Helldivers. So if anyone else... No, I have not gotten the chance to watch Smiling Friends yet. I keep thinking about it, but I have not even downloaded HBO Max again. I will have to do that. Yeah, I know. I will. I will. I was actually catching up on My Hero Academia, to be honest with you. I'm waiting for the final 2 episodes to get English dubbed, but I will say it. The fandom, it's the My Hero fandom. What can you do? But I will say, like, season 6 got really, really dark. And then the last 2 seasons are all just about this giant final battle, and I will say they absolutely nailed it. They did a really good job. I did genuinely cry a few times because you know me, I've loved this show for a long time, and I waited so long to finally finish it. So I grinded it out and did, and wow, I gotta say it was amazing. The last 2 episodes are all about the epilogue, and I haven't even watched them yet, so that'll be interesting in itself. The running joke is, the main character Izuku Midoriya. The whole thing is he got the quirk one for all. There's a running meme that his red shoes, like from the very first episode, lasted longer than his quirk did, and that's legitimately true because uh, his hero outfit had the red shoes. They just got modified with bracers for kicking. It, oh my god, they've been fucking hilarious memes. But other than that, yeah, the show was really good, so I grinded that out. I thought I'd try watching the anime Konosuba, and I ended up liking it. It's definitely quirky, but I figured I'd watch a little bit of anime. It's genuinely been a while, so did that. So, but yeah, Smiling Friends is definitely next up on my watch list. Finally. Yeah, that's fair. That's genuinely fair. It took me quite a while to get everything set up how I have it now, and I'm just scratching the surface of all this stuff because there's so much overlays that you can add to really professionalize the looks and everything on your streams. And I'll probably do that a little down the road, but with how small I am as a channel now, I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, fair. Let me guess. Commission the. I feel like they're gonna go track down the hot springs department and have them build a giant hot spring. Yup. By the way, this little this little fucking nut job is a demolitions expert. They literally destroy every. Her little club destroys literally everything in the name of building hot springs, and they're stupidly good at what they do. She's genuinely one of my favorite characters because she's just hot springs, hot springs, hot springs, explosions, hot springs. You're kidding. I know I have an NVIDIA. What? I think it's the NVIDIA. I think it's an NVIDIA graphics card is what I have in this PC build, but my plan is to try and turn most things into Corsair. I honestly want to build a Corsair PC just because Corsair is like a standard for versatility and they work really well. I finally have some Corsair RAM sticks on the way, and they even have RGB in them that I found on eBay for a steal. And I got the Allstate protection plan on them, which Allstate offers on eBay, which is kind of nuts. So, 1 year, and those things are worth. God, originally they were worth well over 200. I found someone who had selling them slightly used on eBay for like 120. So that plus 15 bucks for a full year of Allstate protection. If they ever fuck up on me for whatever reason, well, that's $200+ that I won't have to worry about. So that's nice. Yeah, I know. I saw that. I was looking at some of Corsair's stuff yesterday on their Amazon store, and they want like 800 bucks for 64 gigs of RAM. That's fucking crazy. Most people's PCs can't even handle that much RAM. You have to have a really fucking beefy computer to even have 64 gigs of RAM. I know mine will probably never get there unless I just somehow keep beefing it up ever so slowly over the course of a couple years because yeah, that's just nuts. To be fair, I will say Activision ruined their own video game well before AI got involved. But nothing good lasts forever. So we're just coming to that time of our lives and all the things that we love are just fading away to give into the next era. It sucks, but hopefully they'll have something good. I don't know. The future is uncertain, but with God on our side, I'm sure we'll come out okay. I know we don't always need video games to occupy ourselves like we used to. Honestly, some of the best memories that we've ever had, obviously, were just hanging out and talking. You know, enjoying usually the night, because night owls, but I mean, you and I are gamers. We're always gonna find games that are gonna be fun. We're always gonna love them, but... See, I've never played Expedition 33, so I have no idea what Expedition 33 is even about. Did she just say I'll do whatever you want? What? Huh, wow. Kasumi is awesome, but she's a little gremlin. Interesting. Wow. Wow. Might have to check it out then. Man, that's so sweet it almost rots my teeth. Interesting. Yeah, I guess I'll have to check it out. I will say, Michael, what's interesting about this game, if you ever decided to play Blue Archive, is like every school has its... What do I want to say? It has its similarities. Wow. But, like, for instance, Kasumi, this character, she comes from a school called Gehenna. And obviously, you know, that means hell. It's like chaos. So their whole school is like chaotic. Everyone thinks shoot first, ask questions later. They represent Germany. I kid you not. Almost everything about them is like strangely German. Most of them use German guns. Their uniforms are quite German looking. It's funny. It's genuinely kind of funny. Yeah, their uniforms are awesome. Gehenna's uniforms are unmatched. This girl, Ichika, she comes from a school called Trinity, and they represent the Allied forces. Like some of their, like one of their NPCs, one of their NPC characters, they just use M1 Garens. And it kind of sucks. Yeah, Britain mostly. It kind of sucks because there is no character in this game that uses an M1 Garen. That bothers me. But, yeah, this school is like the Allied powers, and their natural rivals are Gehenna. Um, no, she uses the Enfield 14. It's like the Enfield P14. And no, it's not just British because the British never used the M1 Garand. All the NPC Trinity girl, or at least some of them, they use the M1 Garand. And the M1 Garand is American. I mean, yeah. There's another school, the other biggest school. They're all about science, building science, math. That's another big one. There's one called Red Winter Academy, and they're essentially Soviet Russia. And, like, their president is this little girl that gets overthrown, or a coup is staged against them, like, every other week. But yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate you stopping by. We'll probably do, like, Nagisa driveway and said, what? She has her own driveway? I'm absolutely loving the story so far. I think it's funny. Like, when I said, how do you? Oh, that's easy. I don't wait for limited characters. I really don't. I don't like gambling, but I like gambling in this game, alright? What do you want me to do? Quit? What do you mean by quit? Oh. When did they even come out? Ah, that'll be fine then. Yeah, for sure. I found out I can actually log into both my phone and PC now, so I can actually start grinding more again, which I'm happy about. Yeah, I figured that was the case. So when I first signed in to Blue Archive on my computer, it like signed me out of my phone, so I thought I just couldn't go back and play on my phone. Otherwise, it would sign me out of my PC. But I found out last night that I can play on both, which is great. Because I didn't know that. So you don't want to play anymore? You just want to grind for the characters and that's it? Kind of surprising. But you know, I get it. Why? Oh, that's why. Yeah, that's true. SRT only has one. Hayakiako. I cannot pronounce that one. I guess the question is if you... Hayakiyako, yeah. Hayakiyako. Yakioko. Hayak... Hayakiyako. Yeah. Anyway. I don't know. I guess if it's not swimsuit, what else does he want? Oh, Hiyakiyoko. Hiyakiyoko. That right? Hiyakiyoko? It just does not sound right coming out of my mouth. Ever. But at least now I know. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Not you, but... yeah, I would have to agree. Like... The Ninjutsu Research Club. Why is it Izuna after like 3 years is the only one that has a swimsuit alt? That's kind of annoying. Xian Hajing would have awesome swimsuit alts, obviously. We don't even have Witch Hunt Academy yet. I mean, it's Red Winter. Red Winter's not really going to have swimsuit alts. It's Red Winter, so I mean, that makes sense in itself, but... yeah, we still don't have an Iroha alt. That's true. And yeah, it's ironic because the one you're actually hoping for is a Trinity event. So, yeah, I get it. Even the Millennium one had Trinity in it because it was a joint thing. So, yeah. They really do have the most events when you think about it. But then again, they're supposed to be the largest school, aren't they? Wasn't the last anniversary event the SRT one? No. No, it wasn't. Yeah. Half and half. Definitely half and half. It's just, they don't have any characters you can spin for, at least this time around, which really sucks, because Kasumi swimsuit, bangin'. Megu swimsuit, bangin'. I guess the better way to put it. Oh yeah, the Gourmet Research Society showed up. Without spoilers. So yeah, I guess a proper way to put it would be like 60-40, but yeah, they're there. Yeah. And no, they don't have their swimsuits, which boo womp, but what can you do? It actually does. I'm so far I'm enjoying this event thoroughly. I really am. Time to go check out the new all these new characters, and I do. Ugh. Wait, what? She can do fan damage now? Ooh. That's fucking awesome! About fucking time, mate, for real. Oh boy, another LA86. Ah! I hate the L86. I fucking hate this gun so much. Ugh. Yeah, I would agree. It's amazing because this event is actually a lot about. It seems to be that a lot about Trinity and Gehenna trying to put their differences aside, which is cool. This is an even older version of the L86. I think this is more of one. I think this is more of it's an original version. Or one of the original. This is like. This one looks like it's from the Vietnam era when they first started producing these kinds of bullpup rifles for the Brits. It's gotta be, because it's. This one's clearly has wooden. Has wooden barrel cover, wooden grip, wooden stock, plate. Whereas, like, Hasumi's and the Remedial Knights, theirs are definitely more modern. Ah, so this is definitely an older one. Like, which I guess makes sense. Everyone in the Justice Task Force has older weapons. It does feel like an anniversary event. That's what's so weird. Decreases the crit res damage of one enemy. Focuses assault on the designated enemy. So, wow. Debuffer and target acquisition. Interesting. But that's also kind of, you know, that's so weird. Because Sonic is all about crowd control, right? However, I do understand that having someone that can focus a single enemy and that's weak to Sonic, that actually would come in really handy now that I think about that. And it's a special too, so weird. It was about time they added that. Yeah, it is odd. But you get her for free. That's the other thing, is if you play the event with just the first one, you get her for free. And it seems like she would actually come in pretty handy, so. Because, you know, not everything when it comes to fighting Sonic enemies, you're not always going to have to just deal with a crowd. There's going to, like, bosses, because now that they have Sonic bosses, having a person that can focus on one particular target and do single target damage is pretty nice. You know, I generally thought I had more expert permits. Then again, I did buy a shit ton of stuff last time. Actually, yeah, that's true. Yeah, why not? Oh, that's why.
涼しいところですね。ゆっくり休めそうです。
Oh yeah, we have a battle pass now, Cap. We have a fucking battle pass now. Look at this.
この試練、果たして戦争おめでとうございます。何か一言お願いします。赤字覚悟の大セールですよ。見ていってください。
And just like battle pass fashion, you have to pay real money for the premium tier. Why would anyone do that? I know I sure wouldn't. I mean, it's great because you get extra stuff, but
ようこそお越しくださいました。
yeah, looking at it for the first time, I certainly am not a fan.
お供いたしますわ。私の出番？
Bruh. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that.
休息も訓練の一部。メリハリをつけると胸に刻んでおきます。
What?
「どこだろうと学びはあるものですね。ご指導ありがとうございます。はい、今日の授業はここまで。海だからそれでは付き合っていただけませんか？
Man, I have a shit ton of these lying around. What the hell? Sense in them.
状況を教えてください。すぐに対応します。
I also saw recently in the last couple of years you can mess with these guys now, but like, what's the point? They don't do anything. Bruh, come on. Really? 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 Whatever.
万全を期してまいります。まだまだ行きますよ。まだまだ行きますよ。私はここだよ。移動します。さあ、テロリスト爆弾です。ここからです。皆さん、こちらへどうぞ。
I noticed all the Hot Springs Department enemies got switched over from being red to purple.
大したことなかったね。やっほー、先生。楽しんでる？先生と一緒でよかった。知ってると思うけど、私ってちょっとそそっかしいところがあるからさ。なになに？もしかして私が必要？くすぐったいよ、先生。いいのかな？私もやっちゃうよ。お任せください。
Ah, god damn it.
いらっしゃいませ。先生。
You know what? In reality, I'll probably just hold.
あれ、またくれるんすか？じゃあ、もっと頑張らないとっすね。あれ、またくれるんすか？じゃあ、もっと頑張らないとっすね。私ばっかり構わなくて大丈夫っすよ、先生。別に他の子見ててもすねないっすから。
There. Some very minor leveling, so she's not useless.
楽しい楽しい。まだ終わっていません。時間です。移動します。トン。忍法。逃げないでください。急ぎましょう。次へ行きましょう。テロロスが爆弾。まあまあ、ちょっと落ち着いて。集中します。
Holy shit! Okay. Cool attack.
これがイズナの本気です。耐え難い誘惑です。もっと激しくいきますよ。うわっ、テロロスナ爆弾です。素晴らしい試合でした。ああ、早速雲行き怪しいっすね。 いった蓋然性もあるのですね。
万全を期してまいります。
進んでいきましょう。
敵殲滅。次のエリアへ移動します。攻防筆を選ばず選ばず
Oh shit.
ここはもう
Okay.
前進します。
あら、こちらまでいらしたのですね。理解しました。支援隊の予想ですね。行くっすよ。
ここからです。
出張版桃屋堂名物川広い空と
お待ちください。
上等っすよ。
Damn.
現時刻をもって戦闘態勢を解除します。
先生、ようこそお越しくださいました。こちらへおかけ。なるほど。こういった蓋然性。今から泳ぎに行くんですか？この夏も絆になんなりとご用命ください、主殿。ニンニン。
敵発見。交戦を開
行きま
始します。
すよ。私はこっちだよ。移動します。まだまだ行きますよ。私はこっちだよ。超強力スーパーシュート。しかせてヘロロス
エリアを確保。前進します。
さあ、
野菜ですね。予想通り。
Damn. That is such a wide cone of damage.
出張版ありがとうございます。夏は声でない。しかせてヘロロス爆弾であなたたちのために祈るね。もう一つ激しくいきますよ。
現時刻をもって戦闘態勢を解除します。まさか海に来られるだなんて思いもしませんでした。え、楽しそう？ご想像にお任せします。
うわー、うわー、さすが先生だね。ゆっくりご覧ください。
Maybe it's time we switch over to
在庫
something
は
else.
十分にご用意しております。
Oh, so that's where the minigame comes into play.
先生、
Okay.
楽しあっさりと終えられましたね。あれ、見えますか？プラナちゃん。あ、ここからは私がご案内いたします。何分、店番は初めてでして、何卒お手柔らかにお願いします。 敵ですね。
Oh yeah, getting pyro takes time. You grind that shit out every day just to get substantial amounts. Now let's launch it over to Helldivers 2, so that way there's something fun for other people other than us to actually enjoy. Nothing. It's loading. It just takes time. I'm not quite sure how this is gonna go because I know Helldivers 2 is kind of a beefy game. There it is. Yeah, I can see that.
Helldiver. A vast automaton mining enterprise has been discovered. Their expansionism and exploitation can be tolerated no longer.
Strange. Ah, I see. Well, no, I don't. That's...
Freedom's greetings. I'm Coretta Kelly. Covert Helldiver reconnaissance has unearthed widespread automaton mining on uninhabited lava planets. The Helldivers, completely evading detection thanks to their elite training, discovered evidence of ongoing operations on multiple worlds. These magma-covered planets are